Alright guys, welcome back to another video. We're still in this 5M series here where we're trying to get this, we're working to get the GetAlive server back online, and as well as we're doing a video for basically all the scripts that we have in our Keymaster, just to help everybody that is needing a little help with learning to set up a server on their own. And that can be for, public use, private use, Windows server, panel server, it's all the same. Very few differences in the two. So we're going to continue on our little journey here. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to get into these OK scripts. We have a few left we want to get in. Billing, contract, crafting, to delete vehicles, probably spawn selector. I haven't decided about the multi-character yet. That'll be in a future video because if we decide to do it, because it is a process. So today I think we're going to get rid of the easy ones, which is going to be the billing, the contract, and the delete vehicles. We'll get those in, and that way they're just pretty much drag and drop kind of a thing. The billing does have a little bit of coding, not very much. I don't think it has a lot. There's a few things to it, but the other two are pretty much drag and drop. The delete vehicles is a drag and drop, and the contract you just have to add an item. So let's get into it. We'll get these knocked out, and we'll get this show on the road here. Alright, first thing we need to do, I've already cracked the OK contract, mainly because I wanted to verify that it needed an item. So I went ahead and just went online, and I found a PNG of a contract. I used this one, and I just downloaded it as a PNG. Simple, easy to do. It should work, no problem at all. Just making it real fast on this one. So again, what we're going to do is, first thing with this one, there is not really a lot of stuff to do to it. So if you open up the config on this one, it's basically just to remove it after use, remove money on signing. We're going to use the OK request, so we're going to put true on that, and we're going to use the OK transaction because we are using these scripts. Now here we're going to put in the server name, RP, that in there. Now the server icon, again, we talked about this before. Basically you're going to go to your notes, and you're going to copy that message link there, and then you're going to just paste it in here. Easy peasy. Save that, close it. Alright, then we're going to back out. We're going to drag this over and drop it into the OK folder. Okay, that takes care of the scripting. Now all we need to do is the item and the picture. So let's do the picture first. It's there. So it's going into QB inventory, HTML, images, and again, drag and drop if you're using a 5M panel server. If you're using a Windows server on this one, you can drag this into here before you put it in. That way you have a copy with it, but it's not necessary. Okay, cord, shared. Now before we do the items, what we're going to do is go back in here, and on the README it brings up the install. I think I still may have it open. No, I closed it. So README, we'll bring this up, and we'll do control click. That will bring up the page down here, and all we need to do is grab that. Okay, we're going to go back to our main screen, and we're going to open up QB items. Yeah, all we're going to do is, you can create a new item here. I tell you what, a lot of times I'll just add this one onto this bottom one down here. If you want to save your space, you can actually add it here if you want, but what I usually do is I'll create a miscellaneous items. Keep my thing kind of looking the same. Put that in there. Back, make sure it all lines up nice and pretty. I need to take this row out just because these are all wasabi items. So what I'm going to do here is drop this down. These are all wasabi, so we'll just keep them separate. Alright, and then this is just random miscellaneous stuff, because you'll have some scripts that just has like one item, and you don't need to do all this for just one item. So we're going to save that, close that, back out of there, back. We've got the item and the picture, so we're going to back out of here, and we're going to go to our scripts, enter OK, and everything else is already in here. And again, we've already dragged the contract in, it's there. So, now that that's done, what we need to do is move on to the next one, which is going to be, let's see, let's get the delete vehicles out of the way. It's another drag and drop. Open it up. Nothing you really need to do a whole lot with. It's just if you have, you can add in your admin list. Now, if you can add your admins on here. If you have any problems with them, what I do is I don't do this, mainly because I don't want anybody to have a problem where they just do this willy-nilly. What they need to do is they need to go into t/admin and make themselves admin. Then they can run this. Because I don't want people just deleting vehicles on a whim. Because it deletes all the cars. So I want them to go in and have to physically say, okay, set myself to admin with the admin menu, and then do delete vehicles. Mainly because it's kind of like it's a safety feature to keep them from doing it randomly. Now these are your safe zones. They will show up on the screen in green, and they keep the cars from getting deleted in that area. I recommend if you use a vehicle script of any kind for a dealership, put a green zone around those. You can even put them over top of the garages if you want. All you do is you get the X, Y, and Z, which is your vector 3, and then your radius is how big you want it to be. You can go off of what's there. They have 3 sizes here, so it kind of gives you an idea. You can change the color if you want. And it gives you information here on the blips too. So, but there is that. Pretty simple, short and sweet. There's your command. You can change it if you want. I say don't. And again, if you want to code someone in as an admin, so that way they don't have to set themselves to admin with the admin menu, it is here. You can use their Discord or their license for it. Alright, save this. We really didn't change much. And then you just take this and drop it right in there. Pretty simple, really fast, not a lot to that one. Alright, what is next on our OK list? So, OK, we got OK billing. Like I said, crafting is going to be its own video. Spawn selector, that would be its own video, because there are a few things you have to take out for this one. And crafting, it's got a little bit to it, so let's see, we're at 9 minutes on this video, so we're still pretty good. Let's go ahead and get the billing out of the way. Billing, we've got a database, and I think this one has a webhook. It does right there. Alright, so why not just do that first? Okay. Alright. So we already have an OK going here. So we're going to go to integrations, webhooks. And these are all the ones for that. So we're going to create a new webhook. It'll be at the bottom. And this one's going to be billing. Let's do billing. Webhooks. Always save your changes. Put it on there. Save that. Takes care of the webhook. Let's put this guy back down here out of our way. Let's get into this config, get that out of the way really fast. Let's see. Most of this is already set up. We need to change this one. So we're using that. We're also using this. Let's see. We will leave this on because we do have the latest Q4 version. That's why I left it in there. But societies do not have a prefix in this one. Auto delete's fine. And author receives notifications. We want to do that. Make sure they got paid. Okay. We don't allow money to go to negative. If you're broke, you're broke. And down here is where you add in society. So once you create a society in QB Banking, you have to come over here and add it here. These are the ones you have invoices for. Okay. Anyway, here's the cops bills. Those things they can do a billing for. And again, we're going to do this. RP. So we'll grab that same link to that same logo. There it is. And we're going to save that. And again, that is out of your Discord. In case you forgot, you just drop your logo in your Discord, and then you can get the link from there. Alright, so that's done. All we need to do is this. So I should still have my database is still open. It is. We're going to go to the SQL. So first thing we're going to do is copy this. Okay, we're going to go back down here. Here's our database. Again, we're using SQL. You can do import if you want. I'm just doing it in this series. I'm doing as many of them as I can with this way because this is one way that people forget that they can do. But all you have to do, you cannot right click, you have to do Control V here. Once it's done, you just click OK, and we've got our green. Up here, now we don't need this anymore. Get rid of that. And we've done our config. All we got to do is back out and drop that into there. Really simple, easy to do, not a lot to it. Not a lot you can really mess up on that. It does have the opportunity in the billing side for you to go in and do some coding. If you guys have any questions about the billing side, let me know. We can get a little more in depth if someone wants us to on that, on setting up billing, things like that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to drop right over here to our TXadmin, and we're going to restart this server. We should not, if everything goes well, we should be able to verify that these scripts install. If they install and they don't show any errors, we are good to go on these from there. Again, a really short, simple video here. Not a lot to doing this one. Alright, so we're going to just roll back up right here. And we will see there's our OkOkVehicleDelete. And then there's our OK contract. And there's our OK billing. Now with this contract, the thing with that is you just have to have the contract in your hand. stand next to the vehicle, and you can sell it to someone as long as you own it. Makes it so much simpler. Kind of like a more of an RP situation, and you can set these up as an item that can be sold in any store, or set up a pad that sells them at City Hall, which is what a lot of people does. Pretty simple thing to do. Alright, that takes care of that. Pretty simple install on that one, not a lot to do. Again, we're going to move on with our OkOk series of scripts we have to install. So it looks like the next one, we will probably just go ahead and cut this crafting out and get that out of the way, and then I will get the spawn selector next after that. Multi-character, we have not decided. I had a lot of issues with that before. I probably won't run it for now, but we will. If someone wants me to walk them through installing that, we can do it. I just maybe one that I circle back to after I've got this server up, and we'll do the install on a local, because like I said, I had a lot of issues with it. We tried to install it on a zombie server, and it gave me a lot of trouble. So that's been a few months ago. They may have fixed the problem. I think we did fix some of the problems with it, but it's just it's a great thing the way it works. I just kind of like the one they're running with now on QB, so we can just continue to go with that one for now. Kind of similar actually. So yeah, again, on the next one we will get after this crafting right here. That'll be our next video. That's gonna end it for this one today, guys. Again, like, comment, subscribe, like and comment if possible. Just helps with the YouTube algorithm. Get us out to more people that need more assistance. You can comment below if you need any help, or if you want us to do any type of video, let us know. Share it with anyone that you know that is in process or needs to install some scripts. We are going to go through the majority of what people will probably have, along with all the AK-47 stuff as well. So this is going to be a pretty long, in-depth series before we're done. And again, once the Get a Live server is up and running, we will be doing some RP on that one as well. Again, thanks for being here with us, guys. Share the video with everyone. We are doing these non-edit as much as possible, so if you see some jumping around or having to go back and correct some things here and there, that's just how it is. We're not going to try to hide it with some fancy editing or anything like that. It's just how it rolls. If I mess up, I'll go back and fix it. That's just how we're going to do it, because that's how it works. And thanks for hanging out with us this afternoon. We're going to come back again with that next video. Maybe we'll be able to get it today. Thanks for hanging out. Have a great day, guys.